Hey students, this is Miss Doran here. I'm going to show you how to use Google Earth. Using Google Earth will be helpful with your 15 Most Amazing Landforms assignment, along with a bunch of other assignments in the future as we get to know this program. As you go to work on your 15 Most Amazing Landform assignment, you'll be reading questions about different landforms located around the world, and you'll be using this article hand in hand along with it. So in addition to looking at this article, which includes a picture and information about each of the different landforms, you'll also be using Google Earth to help you with answering the questions. So let's get started with looking at the fairy chimneys in Turkey. Click on the link that goes with our 15 Most Amazing Landforms activity. Once you do, it'll open up this Google Earth project. Once the project is open, you can click Present to get started. As you click Present, you'll see it'll take you in order to the first of our landforms, which in this case is the fairy chimneys. Now, in order to make the most of this Google Earth feature with the assignment, there's a couple things you can do. First of all, you'll see the landform pop up off to the side, along with some more info about it. When you go to click on More Info, it'll tell you some interesting info about the landform, like this is a historical landmark in Turkey. You can see here that this is made from a unique volcanic rock kind of formation, so volcanoes there, if you think about our unit that we're on. Once you go read through all of the interesting information, then you'll be able to click back to get back to where you just were. Now, in order to get a more detailed look at this landform, I can exit out here and take a look at a couple of the different features that I have along the lower right-hand side here. So some of the different features that I have that are pretty cool are I can zoom in, I can also zoom out. In addition to that, I also have this compass here, which I can click to reset the view. I have 3D. I have Street View. And I have Fly. So I'm going to show us what exactly to do with those now. So if I go to click on 3D, it'll reset my viewpoint so that I can see the features in 3D. So it looks like I'm looking at them from a different angle. I can see some depth and some like more realistic viewpoint of these features. Now, if I want to get my frame of reference back to what it was, back to facing north, I can push on this compass here and it'll reset me and stop spinning so that I'm facing north. If I want to go back into 2D like I was just looking at, I can press 2D, and now I'm looking directly down at the landform. Another pretty neat thing I can do is use Google Street View. So in order to use Street View, I'll click on this picture of this little guy, and from there there's a lot of different locations that I can select for Street View. So let's take a look at some of them. Now, when you go to use Google Street View, make sure that you're selecting a location that's nearby the landform. So I see fairy chimneys right here. And I'm going to pick this one as our first stop for Google Street View. Wow, so from there I can see a whole new angle of our landform. So with Google Street View, it really looks like I'm there. So now that it looks like I'm actually at the landform, I can drag and drop around my viewpoint so that I can really check out the landform. So I can see around 360 degrees. I can even look up and down to get the best possible view of the landform. So definitely look around at the landform, check it out, and then here's what to do next. So from here, if I click on this little Street View guy again, it'll say Exit Street View. So I'll go back to the screen that I was previously looking at. If I want to see a different part or a different street view, then I can select that guy again, and I can start to click on a different location. So this one really took me right to the landform. So there are the fairy chimneys. They look very similar to the fairy chimneys in the article that we were reading, but now you can really look around at them and get a closer view as you click through the street view here. So now once I've checked out the landform and I've gotten, a good view of it and learned a bit about it, I can click on to our next landform. So Google Earth will jump me over to the next landform. They'll go in the order of your paper. So now that I'm on our next landform, same kind of thing, so I can read about the new landform. I can check out 3D. I can check out Street View to really get a good idea of what the landform looks like. Now, don't get so caught up in Google Earth that you forget to answer your questions for the 15 most amazing landforms. And of course, if you have any questions about how to use Google Earth, definitely let me know because I can help. One last thing, if you're trying to jump from one landform to another not in the same order as the paper, like say that you have to go back to one, by selecting this table of contents, you can click on any of our different landforms so that you can jump right there. So it'll take you out of order to the landform that you need to get to. So like I said, if you have any questions with how to use Google Earth, definitely let me know because I'm here to help. Thanks, everybody.